brother
Oh
test.
my god! Have you seen this? I think I'm gonna cry. You know, if you've been to Europe, say Italy, France, you've seen that McDonald's there is quite a different story. Some of their dishes, their ingredients they give are quite gourmet and they actually source from local farms. So it got me thinking, why don't we make an inspiration for the McDonald's here in the US and create a McMeatBall Sub? Yes! Subscribe, ring the notification bell, so the moment a recipe comes out, you'll be the first one to know. Ingredients. Alright, so the first thing we're gonna be doing is starting with our meatball, because we're gonna then stir fry it and add a little bit of tomato sauce to it. So we have ground beef. We chose 90 lean. Then we're gonna add freshly made breadcrumbs. So we're going to add a tiny bit of milk to kind of make them a tiny bit wet and soft. This will make your overall meatball a lot more moist than your regular meatball. Then we have Parmigiano, garlic, an egg,
Pepper, parsley.
very simple, okay?
Yeah.
We are also adding a tomato basil sauce to it to really make it even more moist and create the filling for this giant panino.
Can't wait for the brother test here.
Now, in Italian, actually in Neapolitan, this is called Cuzzetiello. We should give it a name here. We should actually create an Americanized version of Cuzzetiello. It's half of a loaf that we're gonna cut and we're going to debread it
Meatball
inside.
paradise.
Meatball paradise. Or meatball purgatory. I don't know. Stop. Because, you know, it's sometimes people don't feel that they are worthy to go in paradise. So getting
Meatball oblivion.
Okay, let's start. We're going to finely
Nonna
chop up some parsley. We're starting with making the breadcrumbs a tiny bit wet with a little splash of milk. Just move them about and then you add it to your ground beef. Perfect. Parmigiano cheese, pinch of salt, parsley, and a scrunch of pepper. Alright, so we added the breadcrumbs, now the egg goes in, and of course the garlic, minced. We're using a garlic mincer. Okay, the meatball recipe is really simple. This is a family recipe, it's flavorful, everybody loves them, the kids love them, especially when I make them into little tiny meatballs. But today we're gonna make
Huge, giant one.
McMeatball. We are ready. Now, all you gotta do is very simple. Put a drizzle of extra virgin olive oil. Drizzle. And then we fry very lightly the meatball before adding the tomato sauce and the basil. I know you love cheese, so don't worry. We put the cheese in the meatball and there's gonna be cheese on top of the McMeatBall Sub. Since they're slightly larger than life meatballs, we're going to cook them on a low flame with a lid on all sides. Gonna like shake them around. Okay, so we are cooking them very gently. They are really larger than life, so we are cooking them on each side, as you can see. Okay, they've been stir frying now for 7 minutes really. So they're not fully cooked through, but at this point, I think it's a good idea to add the tomato sauce. We're using pureed tomatoes. It's so perfect. Right now we add the crushed tomato puree and then rip the basil leaves by hand inside. You see this, we are covering them with sauce. So it's gonna create really like an envelope of heat and gorgeousness, and the tomato is gonna go inside the meat, and it's really gonna create the perfect meatball. Come and have a look, it's so beautiful. You see, it's very simple. Now they're simply cooking, drenched in the tomato sauce. You can cover them with a lid for a little bit and let them really stay for like 10 good minutes. We prepare the bread. So we're using a regular ciabatta bread loaf. All we want to do is literally cut half the size of this and then empty it. We're gonna make 2. You don't want this, you're gonna be taking it out, leaving like a cradle for those meatballs. This you don't throw away, you use them to make breadcrumbs. So set them aside, let them dry for a day or 2, stick them in the food processor and make yourself breadcrumbs. You can even freeze them. I mean, isn't this the coolest to-go box? It's all sealed at the bottom, you see? You can stick anything you want. You can even put pasta carbonara in it and then eat it. Did you see that Parmigiano trying to escape from the meatball? Well, now it's going inside our McMeatBall Sub. All you need is a giant spoon because we're going to be stuffing it. You're gonna have to like widen the space and dump the meatball in. Wow. See, there's one that's going at the bottom as a little surprise, and then you're gonna stick another one at the top. But first, a little bit of sauce. Like
wow. Mamma mia.
Now, one on top. And now, it's time to enjoy it. Look at this. Cuzzetiello, also meatballs in Purgatory. Okay, brother test first. I'm gonna give him the credit for being my brother.
Wow! Thank you, thank you.
Okay, go on. This is very interesting. How can you eat something this big? Just eat around it. It's like a cone of ice cream.
Oh wow.
Go.
No, la polpetta è davvero buonissima.
It's so good. Oh my god, it keeps on getting better. It keeps on giving.
Especially se dai un altro
It
mozzico.
keeps on giving, especially if you give it another bite. Nonna, thank you for this recipe. Guys, comment down below if you want to make it, if you have made it, how it was.
Wow.
I already know how it will be anyways. Wow. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. See you next time. Enjoy your meatballs in Purgatory.